Hello, today we're going to do a little experiment to see if your LED color spectrum will actually have an influence on the color of your corals. Hello and welcome back everybody to Amber Azul TV. Alright, a little update on the Red Sea Reefer 250. Things are going really well, I think. I'm noticing some serious growth on some of these colonies now. Remember about a year ago, maybe a year and a couple of months ago, I started pretty much everything from 1-inch frags. And it took a while, but the aquascape is starting to really kind of fill in now. You're starting to see these bigger colonies. So things are going well. Parameters, I think last I checked, were about 8.3 alkalinity, calcium at 430, and magnesium at 1317. Things have been going pretty well. Obviously, I've been occupied with thinking about my new build. I announced the new upgrade a couple of videos ago, and you guys have been guessing. Some of you have gotten close, but nobody has nailed it yet. I'm obviously gonna mum's the world until I actually get the system. But I've been thinking a lot about what kind of equipment I want and how I want to run the system, and I've actually started thinking about aquascaping and got some rock to start to play around with. So I'm kind of really excited. I don't have a delivery date yet, but as soon as the tank is here, I'll sure to let you guys know. Now, what I've been doing so far is thinking about how I want to do the transfer, because obviously I do like my corals. I spent a lot of time and money growing these colonies, and I do want to transfer them over. I've decided that I don't necessarily want to move the rocks, so I think I'm going to start with a fresh aquascape. Just thinking about the logistics of how to do this move in a way that will make my corals happy and take as much of the corals that I want and move them out there without having some of the, maybe not nuisance corals is maybe a better word, but I do have some serious mushroom colonies here, and they are kind of taking over, and I don't want to move any of the mushrooms, despite how now that I look at them, they look beautiful. But once they get once they start growing, they spread really easily, and I'm having a hard time kind of controlling them. You could see they're kind of encroaching on the SPS. Whatever they could find a cranny, they get in. So it's just it'll be kind of a slow transition, but I'll try my best to kind of take all of the SPS, but nothing else. I'll obviously keep my this brain coral. I'll definitely move the clam, but everything else will kind of stay. Anyway, the reason that I wanted to do this video is a couple of days ago I was chatting with a local buddy here, Jay. Thanks, man. And he told me what color I run my Radions on. So if you guys remember, I have 3 XR15s Gen Blues. And I said the SBS AP Plus, that's a program that I've always been running, and I've had good success and good color with it. And he wondered whether I ever was considered switching to the WWC color spectrum. So I had no idea actually that the worldwide corals had their own kind of color spectrum, and I did a little bit of research on it, and it's essentially a variant of the SBS AB Plus. So the way they essentially on their SBS tank, the template looks like SBS AB Plus for half of the day, and then they turn off everything except the blues, and so the tank is all blue for about half of the photo period. So I was really interested in it, so I'm like, well, what the hell, let's give it a shot. You guys know how I like to experiment. So I'm gonna actually start this experiment today. So the tank has been running on the SBS AB Plus for, well, since forever. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take pictures, and I'm going to take the video today to kind of serve as a document of what the tank looked like under the AB Plus program. And I'm going to switch the switch into the worldwide world. I keep want to call them World Wildlife, but I'm just gonna call them WWC. So I'm gonna switch into the WWC spectrum starting tomorrow. I'm gonna dose aminos in the same way. I'm gonna continue feeding my fish in the same way. I'm still doing potassium nitrate in my ATO reservoir. So all the husbandry is going to stay the same. The only thing that's going to differ is just the spectrum that my LEDs are going to be running at. So I'm going to switch into half regular AB plus, and then the other half of the day is going to be all blues. And then in a month, we're going to go in, we're going to do another video, we're going to check on the corals, and then I'm going to switch back into the AB plus. So we're going to see AB plus, we're going to see a month after switching it to WWC, and then we're going to switch back and we're going to go another month with the AB plus, just to kind of rule out any kind of potential of the corals looking nice, not because of the color spectrum per se, but just because they, as they grow towards the light, they're getting more par or something like that. So we're gonna be doing this experiment. I'm gonna check in monthly and show you the videos and show you the pictures, and you could kind of judge for yourself whether going with a all blue spectrum for half of the day is actually gonna make a difference. All right, so I'm gonna stop this view now, and we're gonna do a quick top-down tour of the corals, so that way you get to see what the corals look like as the baseline. All right, let's start the coral tour with WWC, a little red Ferrari. You can see how thick and bushy this thing got. Then moving to the side, we have the blue Cali Tort. Then shifting over, we have a small little frag of orange passion. And right beside it, a nice little mini colony of Hawkins Ishinata. Lovely colors. Let me go back to the orange passion. Okay. Then we have this big monstrous colony of bubblegum digi, which I keep kind of trying to hack. The joke is the faster that I frag it, the faster it grows. Then we have one of two colonies of Jason Fox Fox Flame. And beside it is a green Slimer, very, very large colony. So right beside it here we have the blueberry wine. It's a little bit difficult to photograph, but it does have these lovely kind of white and white base and blue tips. Lovely Acropora. All right, in the central branch here we have, this is the Jason Fox Jolt. Beside it is PC Rainbow. PC Rainbow is just exploding in my tank. It's just monstrous. Again, I keep fragging it and, and it keeps growing faster. Here is the tiny little stunted frag of Walt Disney. Then behind it is, what is this one again? This is, I believe, CB's Golden Jawdropper. It's got this kind of light, subtle light pink, maybe gold if you kind of squint really hard, base and neon tips. Then moving aside, we have this gorgeous Reef Raft Marvin the Martian. Behind it is another lovely Millipora from Reef Raft called Pot of Gold. And then at the top here we have, I guess, your standard strawberry shortcake. It's a little bit overexposed here. Let me dial down the exposure. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit better. Maybe not. Then going over to this right boulder, we have this is Major Laser. Then this is the mother colony of the Jason Fox Flame. I do like the colors a little bit better up high. Then we have the Reef Raft Pink Cadillac. It's kind of sitting at the corner of the tank where there isn't a lot of light, so that it's not as colorful as it used to be when it was in the middle of the tank getting a lot of par. And here we have Bonsai Valida. Again, not like the greatest placements on the shoulders here. Then one of my favorites is strawberry short. No, sorry, pink lemonade. You can see it's got the pink polyps. It's a little bit retracted now, but and this like limey flesh. And to the corner we have TNT and Acropora. This is from Jason Fox. Then we have my electric Miyagi Tort, looking lovely in the bottom here and in the top, very monstrous. And then we have Reef Raft Rainbow Loon. All right, that's it for the top-down tour. So the goal is now to set the Radiance Gen 5 blues into this WWC spectrum. So that's 18.5K Kelvin for the first half of the day, and then all blue for the second half. And then we'll come back in a month's time and check on the corals and see if anything has changed. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Have a good one and enjoy your reef.